Got a match here between TShow and Kurutu Tim in the round of 32 in the Americas Qualifier. TShow, of course, went into the semifinal against Elite Wolves. Ended up losing there pretty convincingly, 2-0. But Elite Wolves, pretty experienced team. And TShow did have an impressive showing in the tournament prior to that. So we'll be interested to see what kind of matches we see from them today. We have the Invoker and the Witch Doctor picked up by TShow.
10 seconds remaining.
And they banned out the Earth Spirit. Interesting. Meanwhile, Kurutu, they've taken out the Gyrocopter and the Oracle while picking up the Darkseer and the Tusk. Darkseer we've seen a couple of times. Good in those team fights, and that Tusk can do pretty well with that Snowball, saving a couple of allies. And there's lots of control there. The Orsa was also banned out by TShow. It's a bit unfortunate for me, one of my favorite heroes to see personally, but in any case, we won't be seeing him in this match, but we will be seeing the Lina picked up by Kurutu. We have seen the Gyrocopter banned out as well, which is one hero that we pretty much see Terrence exclusively run for TShow.
10 seconds remaining.
So we will have to find something else to play in this matchup. I'm sure he'll define though. It's just we'll be seeing him on a little bit of something new here. If you're, well, everybody's just joining us since I just started, so I'll just introduce myself. I'm Pythian. Brought you a couple matches in the SEA qualifier last night, and we're going to continue on with the Americas today. I'm probably not going to go all the way to the finals. There are lots of people casting. We'll let them cover it. And I do have life to attend to as well. I know it's difficult to consider that there's life outside of Dota, but I do have one, and I have to go tend to that. Specifically, I have a lot of classes tomorrow. So we'll be back on the casting schedule after tomorrow. And we'll probably even try to get some of those regular regional qualifier matches in over the next couple of days. The Spirit Breaker is going to be the pickup for TShow. We have seen Falcon Fritas play that off-lane Jakiro quite a bit, but I think we're going to be seeing him on the Spirit Breaker today. So TShow looks like they're at least getting outside of their comfort zone a little bit, which is nice.
Reserve time.
And let's just write down some of these bans. We're going to be getting in on the fourth set of picks here for each team. Well, we will see the Ember Spirit picked up for Kurutu. And, well, TShow does have a lot of control that can be used on him. Lots of stuns coming out from the teams.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Gonna be solo casting these matches for you for just a while.
Reserve time.
And there are a couple of casters covering some other games on other channels. Go give them support if you're not really into this game. But I am interested in seeing how TShow do today, as they did get pretty far in the first edition of the tournament. Even having that exciting match in the round of 64 where the late game Gyrocopter had to come up against the Spectre, and somehow they won it with a Divine Rapier.
10 seconds.
Hardly saw that one coming.
5 seconds remaining.
So we've come to expect some exciting matches out of TShow, so I thought we might as
Reserve
well
time.
bring a little bit of that to you. It's important to note that the winner of this entire tournament will go on to the regional qualifier, the top 2 of which will go into the major
Dire team back.
in Shanghai. So still quite a long road for these teams, even if they were to get all the way through this tournament. The Sark is going to be the ban for Kuditu.
10 seconds remaining.
And the Beastmaster pickup kind of shows us that the Spirit Breaker is going to be in more of a support role, as I don't really see Terrence playing that.
Reserve time.
The Dazzle is the ban for TShow.
Radiant team pick.
It's a pretty good ban. Make sure that the Ember Spirit doesn't have that backup plan if he starts to get low. It's always nice to know that the heroes that you decide to engage on will probably end up dying if you execute it correctly. And you don't have that trump card like the Dazzle.
10 seconds remaining.
The Beastmaster Roar also does pretty well against the Ember Spirit.
5 seconds remaining.
And a couple of other heroes on Kuditu.
Reserve time.
And the Queen of Pain is going to be the pickup here.
Dire team pick.
Finishing off that lineup. So we have a lot of magic damage coming out, as well as Ember to fill in that physical gap. And now TShow going to get their last pickup here. I'm assuming it's going to be the Terrence hero. Terrence, of course, has that nice picture of the puppies as his profile
10
picture.
seconds remaining.
Everybody likes those.
Anti-mage.
And it's the anti-mage. So that big hard carry going to make sure that Terrence stays relevant in this match, as he always usually manages to. And with that being said, we're going to get right into our matchup here between... I'm going to turn off my open mic. I was casting from lobbies yesterday, so I had to have it on.
Prepare for battle.
In any case, we'll get right into this matchup between Kuditu and TShow. Let's introduce our players. We've got Demon on that Darkseer. Tusk is going to be played by Smile. Soul Evans on the Ember Spirit. Anid on the Queen of Pain. And that Lina going to be handled by Falcon. Meanwhile, we got the Beastmaster already going towards that off lane. Going to be handled by Falcon Fritas. Kingard's going to be on the Spirit Breaker. Dot is on the Invoker. Terrence on that safe lane Anti-Mage. And finally, Farewell is going to be playing that guy with a monkey on his shoulder. It's the Witch Doctor. Spirit Breaker.
30 seconds to battle.
Not taking a level just yet here. Dire Observer going to get placed down. We'll scout out the Darkseer. And the hero is pretty far away from the runes right now. Let's get the last hits up there. And we're going to hear the horn, and this matchup in the round of 32 of the America's Qualifier are going to get started up here.
Worthy tribute.
And we're going to get right into this match. The Spirit Breaker helping out with the block on the mid lane for the Invoker. Going to give him the early advantage. Getting a pretty good block there. Yep, going to win that blocking battle on the mid lane. Bottom is going to be a tri-lane with the Ember Spirit, Lina, and the Tusk. And top is going to be a charging Spirit Breaker onto the Darkseer. Doesn't have Surge at this point. He only has Ion Shell, and he's going to put one on the creeps. He's backing up now, and okay, Anti-Mage gonna blink up, and the Paralyzing Cask in the back. All right, here's the blocking coming in from the Spirit Breaker. There's TP coming in, And the Darkseer going to be
Dire's
fine.
top tower
But it
is
does
under
force a
attack.
TP, which is pretty good. And the Tusk having to come in to save the Darkseer there. Falcon Frida's hanging around that bottom lane, trying to do some work there. Antimage can do fairly well against that Ion Shell, but he can't get those levels in the spell shield. In the mid lane, the Queen of Pain going to be getting charged. Has that blink available, and is going to salve up. And Kingard going to cancel that charge. Tusk gonna scout out, and the EMP randomly used onto the Queen of Pain. She's going to dodge it though. And the Ember Spirit with the PMS having a pretty good start on that bottom lane. And Antimage only has 3 last hits. Interesting. And he's not going to get that one there. He was going to blink for that one too. And he's not going to get it. TShow's taken a lot of damage from that Queen of Pain. And he has the Quas up right now to try to regen. This is going to be a Quas Vex Invoker for now. And Lena's going to come in with some illusions, put some damage onto the boar. And illusion's going to be nearly cleared up by those axes. A sentry ward placed in that mid lane if the invoker were to use that ghost walk. And this anti-mage doing a little bit better on the last hits. The Darkseer forced to go out of lane there. Spirit Breaker close to the mid lane. Could go in, but the Queen of Pain does have a lot of help from the Tusk, who does have that snowball up. And the Cold Snap goes on to the Queen of Pain. She is not going to blink away just yet, just going to eat a tango. Eat a tree with the tango, rather. And you got a couple of boars on that bottom lane, putting some slows onto the Ember Spirit. He's going to use the Flame Shield to try to cut through those boars. The Dragon Slave does some damage to the Beastmaster. And the boar gets a deny onto the creep. Kingard's still sitting around at level 1 with not enough mana for a charge yet. He does have the Orb of Venom, and the pool comes into the side. The Spirit Breaker slowly getting enough mana for that charge. And the Ember Spirit is getting a bottle delivered by the courier. Beastmaster looking at the Ember Spirit here, gonna slow him down. The Beastmaster only level 5 right now, and that's 3 levels in the board, 1 level into the axes. Here comes the Light Array. Big stuns, and the first blood, it's gonna be that Beastmaster going down to the Ember Spirit.
In flames.
Just before he gets his level 6 as well. Anti-Mage saving a skill point here. He is level 5. And the Darkseer rather low. The Spirit Breaker trying to steal some creeps. Instead just going to take a little bit of Ion Shell damage. And Darkseer gives that Centaur a couple karate chops. Here comes the Tornado EMP. And the Cold Snap keeps the Queen of Pain there. And she is going to get out and salve out. Oh man, that was interesting. Now Beastmaster returns to the bottom lane. Does the Whirling Axes onto the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit takes a little bit of harass there, and the Beastmaster going to get the deny. Invoker leading the last hits early, and he is going for... He's got the phase boots already. Anti-Mage also doing well. This isn't the free farm that we've seen him get before, but it is a good start. Beastmaster almost hitting that level 6. On the mid lane, the EMP not hitting. And there's the dagger into the back of the Invoker. Invoker in trouble, taking a lot of damage. And he uses the cold snap onto the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain doesn't have a blink for another couple seconds. She's taking a lot of damage. The snowball comes through, but Invoker will get the last hit. And now here comes the paralyzing cast. Go onto the Tusk. Tusk takes another stun. Invoker with a double kill on the mid lane. He knows right where to go there. So that's going to be a double kill for the Invoker, and he has gotten an urn. He's also going to find that double damage rune and has that Tornado EMP combo up, being extremely aggressive with it in the early game. And the Beastmaster does have that roar now. Flame Shield can be used onto the Boris, and Remnant forward by the Ember Spirit. Gonna hit that Searing Chains, and Beastmaster looking for a roar. He roars at the Lina. The LSA did hit, and the Ember Spirit getting chased underneath the tower. Does go down in the end to the Flame Shield, and Ember Spirit gets a return kill here. Cold Snap by the Invoker. He's looking for something here, and he will do enough damage for that Ember Spirit. Goes down to the last auto attack there. Killing spree for TShow Dot. As the Invoker, with the nice rotation, gets the kill onto the Ember Spirit and has now 2 charges onto the Inner Shadows. Spirit Breaker charging in here to the bottom lane. Looking pretty angry. And he hits the creep. And now places in Sentry. We're going to get that D-ward. Gives the gold over to the Invoker. Well, I guess we can take a look at net worth. You got Invoker at the top end. Amazingly, Ember Spirit also doing pretty well. He's trying to farm up a stack here. And he's going to get chased out of it by the Spirit Breaker. Invoker also waiting in the wings here. And Invoker gonna hit those creeps a little bit. The Hawk rather goes down, and now the Radiant, they want to defend this stack of neutrals, and the Ember Spirit eventually going to take it. Here comes the Tornado through, gonna hit that Ember Spirit, and the Centaur stealing it. Does so much damage to the Ember Spirit. Wow. He was already fairly low, to be fair. And now the charge going on to the Queen of Pain. He's going to get that Urn of Shadows and the Cold Snap. EMP not going to be there. And now the Tusk hanging out around that mid lane. This Queen of Pain does have the Sonic Wave available. And some mana. Will she end up using it? She doesn't have enough for the full combo right now. Now here comes the Cold Snap onto the Darkseer. Darkseer getting charged on. And in the end, does go down to the Invoker. Invoker 4-0-0. Already dominating. As he's got the Staff of Wizardry. I'm guessing that's going to be... Well, it could be a Yule Scepter for him. Falcon Freed is level 8 in the bottom lane. As he's going to watch the Ember Spirit with the Flame Guard. Pretty at half health. Well, he's at half health on the bottom lane. And he's just going to TP back to base. And I don't see a Remnant. Okay, it was there. I was just wondering about that. Usually the Ember Spirit doesn't TP back without the Remnant out. We've got a TP onto the mid lane for the Spirit Breaker. And the Invoker is going for that Yule Scepter. The smoke is going to get used. They rotate over to the bottom lane. There's a double damage rune for them. The chain's going to miss onto the Beastmaster. And now Invoker with the double damage coming through the river. Ember Spirit does have the Remnant back. Here comes the Hawk scouting. And There goes the yell. EMP. Spirit Breaker charge comes in. Can the Ember Spirit get out? No. Double Light Strike Array, but it's not enough. Light Shards come out from the Tusk. And look at that damage. Invoker with the double damage rune picks up the Tusk with the Tornado. And Lena does have that Laguna Blade. Could use it. TShow going in here. Here comes the charge onto the Lena. The Tusk. He could get here. It's going to be a mega kill for the Invoker. Beastmaster cleans up the Tusk with those axes. And 2 kills to 7. TShow looking pretty good right now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
The bottom tier 1 tower goes down.
Is under attack.
And it doesn't look like there's too much that can stop this Invoker right now. He's finished up that Yule Scepter. And Ember Spirit back for more. He's going to put those chains onto the Ember Spirit. EMP combo. Going to take some mana out of that Ember Spirit. And now here comes the Invoker. Has that Yule Scepter. Going to back up though. The Queen of Pain. Still hanging around that mid lane. The Invoker going to get scouted up by the Lena. Here comes a Cold Snap. And it's just one hit onto her. Invoker just running around like an Invoker dude here. And the Invoker going through the jungle sees the Ember Spirit on the bottom lane. Ember Spirit, gotta be careful. The charge coming in from the Speaker. It's all the way from the base though. And is the Invoker going to be that patient? He's just hitting some Vuls inside the jungle. Interesting name for them. And here comes the Cold Snap EMP combo on the Falcon. Falcon taking it all the way to the death. And the Spirit Breaker going to find an Observer Ward in the Radiant jungle. Anti-Mage, haven't looked at him for a while. He's 600 gold away from the Battle Fury. Well on his way to getting the good damages. But the story right now is the Invoker. 1400 gold, has the Yule Scepter. And, well, Cthulhu, they're going to try to do something about that Anti-Mage. They know they have to. Terran's sitting in the trees. Will they be able to find anything here? Spirit Breaker also sitting in the river. And Terran's in trouble. He's going to get scouted out. Here's a snowball. And the stun, that's going to be it. Anti-Mage trying to get out. Not going to happen. Ember Spirit with the Remnant in. Gets the stun. Spirit Breaker on the side. Onto the Tusk. The wall goes down. Kingard runs right through it. TShow also runs through it. And he's got to be careful. Ned also has that Sonic Wave available. And he kills the Spirit Breaker. In the end, it's just going to be the Anti-Mage going down. While Beastmaster pushes the bottom lane. 2 TPs in. Ion Shell onto the Darkseer. Surges forward to get rid of that slow. Queen of Pain puts the dagger into the back. Screams at the Queen of Pain. And she's going to get that mech from the Darkseer. Screams. Goes down. But now the damage could be too much. In fact, the Ion Shell finishes off that Beastmaster. So he gets a nice kill. Oh, this Darkseer. He's low. He killed the Necro Creep. He's going to get slowed down by the Boars. Boars trying to get a kill. Not going to happen, though. He gets out. And now TShow. He's picked an Oblivion Staff. That could build into an Orchid.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And this Beastmaster, he's already got the Necro 1. Tornado EMP combo onto the Lena. She's got a lot of mana taken out of her. And Invoker will finish off the kill. Can the Ember Spirit do anything here? TP in by the Queen of Pain. Elsewhere, the Tusk goes down to the Spirit Breaker in the bottom lane. And, well, Ember Spirit does have the Boots of Travel. Doing surprisingly well in terms of farm. But it's no match for the Invoker and the Anti-Mage at this point. The Invoker takes out the top tier 1 tower. Beastmaster returns to bottom with the Necrobook off cooldown. Tornado gonna miss onto the Darkseer. And the bottom tier 2 tower about to go down. It gets fortified up. And Valkyrie is going to get the board killed off. Another board comes in and not going to get the last hit. Lena gets the deny.
Bottom tower has been denied.
But that's only 3 hour ties remaining for Katudo. 4 kills to 11, and the XP firmly in favor of TShow right now. Invoker getting closer to that work in the Levellands. Gonna find a regeneration rune for his troubles. And without a bottle, it immediately activates. The Anti-Mage finishes off that Battle Fury.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he's just gonna go around that jungle finding some creeps. Now comes the rotation onto the bottom lane, and Mage going to blink away. They were scouted out by the Observer on the high ground. And meanwhile in the top lane, Invoker pushes and has the support of the Witch Doctor as well. Rotation in by the Lena and the Ember
Radiant's
Spirit.
top tower is under attack.
And there's also going to be a TP in by the Darkseer. Is the Invoker going to get caught out here? He's going to get his chains up. Dual Scepters himself into the air. Light Strike Array comes down. And now the Laguna Blade takes down the Invoker with the Queen of Pain. And now the Ember Spirit looking for the Witch Doctor. Going to use the chains there. And takes out the Witch Doctor as well. Charge onto the mid lane. Tusk in trouble. Goes down to the Beastmaster. As does the mid tier 1 tower. But there's a big advantage going to Katudo after that one. Big gold change as well. The Lena could be in trouble. And then the Necro Creates continue to be around the mid lane. And the charge comes in top to that Ember Spirit. He's got the Remnant in the trees. Ember Spirit goes forward. Spirit Breaker cancels the charge. Alright. Okay. Ember Spirit just going to sit in there. The ultimate going to get used onto the Darkseer, and the Ember Spirit going right for the Spirit Breaker there. Death word going to be dropped by the Witch Doctor. But it doesn't matter. The Spirit Breaker goes down. And Katudo looking pretty okay right now. Necro 3 though, finished up by the Beastmaster. And the Invoker, he's got that Orchid. Could go for the pickoffs now. As he's been doing pretty much the whole map. Alacrity gonna get used. Tusk in trouble. Cold Snap silenced up. And yeah, the Tusk just goes down there. Not a chance. Mechanism too late. And the Invoker, a big problem for Katudo. And then you also have to worry about that Anti-Mage. She's already got the Battle Fury Yasha right now. Now this Witch Doctor has that Ether Lens up and is level 9. A pretty high level so early in the game, especially for his support. TShow and the Ghost Walk. Looking for a pickoff. And this Lena's going to be alone on that bottom lane. And Invoker looking for the Lena here. Light Strike Array going to get used. Here's the AMP. Cold Snap combo. And the silence comes through on the Falcon. Mana Void steals the kill. But here comes the Snowball. They could get another kill here. And there's no support for that Tusk. Tusk got to get out. Not going to happen though. Anti-Mage going to get a double kill on the bottom lane. And well, he's looking pretty strong right now. Meanwhile, on top, Valkyrie, he's got that Necro book, taking away all the mana of the Ember Spirit. He's got to stay and fight. Not going to happen, though. Nice vacuum wall by the Darkseer, but it doesn't matter. The Darkseer about to go down to the Tornado. Invoker gets a kill there. That's 4 down across the map, and now the plus comes out from TShow. Apparently, they were doing that with a little bit of lag. Alright, back into the match here.
The Beastmaster thanks you.
And TShow, they're just gonna push in top.
Illusion.
Beastmaster still has some duration left onto that Necrobook, doing a number on the tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Here comes the Anti-Mage. Can Cthulhu do anything about this? Ice Shards come in. Anti-Mage just walking around for a little bit. But in the end, the tower goes down. Anti-Mage has that ultimate orb close to the Manta style. And Invoker looking for anybody on that bottom lane. Always looking for those pickoffs. The smoke comes in from the Radiant. Not going to get scouted out by the Invoker. And now they're going towards their secret shop area. Beastmaster Hawk, not going to see nothing as they're still smoked up. The smoke pops, and the Witch Doctor, in trouble, will go down easily. The Ice Shard's also going to catch out the Beastmaster. Remnant the wrong way. Yell onto the Lina. Another Remnant forward. There come the chains onto the Beastmaster. Beastmaster in trouble. And the rest of TShow not going to help out. Invoker's still looking for the boys.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Is he going to find anything? Not just yet. Invoker sitting around with 2,300 gold in the bank, and the Anti-Mage, 1,400. Invoker still looking for those pickoffs. He's gonna find the courier. The courier just goes down before it even gets to the secret shop. And now the tornado gonna clear up the creeps in the top lane. As we see, Anti-Mage continues to go around the map. Not much they can do about him right now. Big net worth lead for the Dire. The Anti-Mage and the Invoker just killing it right now. They're going to go for the Roshan. They dropped the Necrobook in there as well. And well, this Roshan going to fall soon. And they do quite a bit of damage. And they will give the Aegis to the Invoker. And that might spell the doom for Cthulhu as the push to the mid lane comes in. Invoker continues to look for the pickoff. They actually go towards bot. Trying to figure out where they want to go here.
Dire's top tower
Well, here comes the push on the mid lane. Ember Spirit trying to push top. He's going to take the top tower.
Top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ember Spirit back to mid, going to help out his team with the defense. And the last remaining outer tower goes down to the Invoker. That's a lot of damage that he's doing there. And they back up. Guess they got to push out top. 4,000 going in the bank for the Invoker. I think we see an Aghanims be the next item usually for this TShow guy. We'll see if that is indeed the case.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still has all of that gold there. And he could straight up buy the Aghanims if he wanted it. Already level 16. And nope, he's going for his Shivas. Interesting. The Anti-Mage is going to push out top, has a Reaver, and is going for that heart. He pretty much will never go down. Here comes the Yule Scepter onto the Queen of Pain, and now the Snowball onto TShow. Nice! Tornado going to break up that gank. And now Falcon in trouble. Has that light strike raid, not even going to use it as the Spirit Breaker pussies out. And, well, the Anti-Mage continues to farm in the jungle. The Ember Spirit getting closer to that Battle Fury of his own. And Anti-Mage just continues to blink around the forest, finding some creeps. He's got 315 last hits at 25 minutes. I mean, it's just a number really for the Anti-Mage. He has that Heart of Tarask now, pretty tanky. Do TShow go in here? They still have that Aegis on the Invoker. In terms of items, Spirit Breaker has a Vlad's. TShow waiting for a gank here. The Invoker. Queen of Pain has a Yule's. It's good against the Invoker. Orchid.
Gold for me.
The Darkseer has a Blink and a Guardian Greaves. That's pretty good, actually. Blink Yule's Scepter onto the Invoker, who runs away pretty fast. The LSA gonna miss the Snowball coming through. The Ice Shard's gonna push him away. And that's all that the Radiant can do. They dropped a lot there, and they're not even gonna get the Invoker.
Haste.
The Radiant gonna push out the bottom lane now. And Beastmaster forces the Queen of Pain away. Beastmaster fakes a TP. And we're still looking for the next move here from TShow. Beastmaster finds a Blink Dagger. Could be good in these initiations.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Terrence continues to blink around, has 2,500 gold. This Invoker finishes up that Shiva's Guard. And we're still waiting to see where TShow decide to go on this. They're being a little cautious right now. I guess they don't want to lose to that wall, which has already been used by the Darkseer, so that could have been their chance. Here comes the push on the mid lane. Terrence with the Heart of Tarask. Tusk in trouble, goes into the Snowball. Snowball pushed forward. Orchid onto the Tusk. Man of Void hardly doing anything, but the Tusk will go down. Yell onto the Darkseer, who doesn't even have that vacuum up. Goes down. The Death Ward was used by the Witch Doctor, and the Invoker getting pretty low. Invoker gonna get that Aegis popped, and Terrence still has that Heart though. Pretty tanky. And the Necro Creed's going to work on the tower. Ember Spirit trying to do everything he can with the Battle Fury. And TShow, they gotta get the initiation on him. Silence onto the Ember Spirit. And the Paralyzing Cast will come through, as does the Spirit Breaker. Gonna get LSA'd underneath the tower. And the Sonic Wave will finish him off. Anti-Mage gonna be trying to go for that Tier 3 tower. TShow Invoker still taking a lot of damage. And now they have to back up, having lost that Spirit Breaker. Well, wasn't really the best fight by TShow. Really would have liked to see them catch out the Ember Spirit there, which is the reason why so much damage was coming out onto them. This Anti-Mage, pretty farmed, has a Talisman of Evasion. Yeah, working towards that Butterfly. It's going to be difficult for anybody to do anything against him. Witch Doctor has a Ghost Scepter now. Going to be a little bit safer against the Ember Spirit. And the Ember Spirit, speaking of him, is going to be pushing along that bottom lane. Anti-Mage waiting in the wings. Beastmaster also here has that Blink Dagger. Ember Spirit, he's outie. He's just going to get out of dodge. Still looking for TShow to do something. 30 minutes in the game. XP over 20,000 in favor of them. And same for gold. Just waiting for them to make their move. I guess they got to farm up that Anti-Mage, right? Anti-Mage. Getting a quarterstaff delivered to him. He's going to get closer to finishing up that the Butterfly, rather. In fact, we'll have it here. Oh, he blocks the creep spawn. Witch Doctor really far in on the top lane. He's going to get chained up. He's going to try to get out. Not going to happen. There's a vacuum to interrupt him there. And TShow can't do anything to help him. Anti-Mage continues to farm up. The big question is, what can they do against him? He's got the heart. He's got the butterfly. You can hardly hit him. Invoker gonna hang around that mid lane, looking for somebody. He's gonna clear out some creeps. Ember Spirit TP's to top. Spirit Breaker getting one bash. And the Ember Spirit just going to Remnant away. Anti-Mage goes in on the tower a little bit, just going to clear through those creeps. The EMP going to go hitting onto the Darkseer. He uses the Guardian Greaves TShow. Invoker just hitting away on that tower. He's gone for the Hyperstone, so I guess it's going to be a mass armor build for him. Might be getting the Assault Cuirass. Hawk getting wrecked by the tower. Invoker going to use himself up in the air. And TShow sounding the retreat. Just doing some damage onto the tier 3 bottom. TShow looking pretty good. They don't want to make any super mistakes here. The Anti-Mage helping out the Spirit Breaker at that jungle. Ember Spirit gonna get charged here. Charge is gonna get cancelled. And the Spirit Breaker is invis. Remnant away by the Ember Spirit. As the Invoker pushes in bot. Anti-Mage has the highest net worth by a lot. Pretty much the total net worth of the top 2 spots for the Radiant. Invoker says ain't nobody got time for that regen rune. And the Ancient Creep's gonna go down now. The Invoker doing the work here. And now the Ember Spirit has the Lincoln Sphere. And Kingard gonna wait for it to expire. Gonna put the stun onto him. Oh, Remnant away. This Ember Spirit extremely cautious. They're gonna have to take care of him somehow. The Queen of Pain built up the Lincolns. Pretty good build up there. Good against the Beastmaster. Invoker trying to run away. Oh, he's gonna get hit by the Ice Shards. The nice Yule Scepter. He's got the Assault Cuirass now. Double Yules. Charge in by the Spirit Breaker. Sonic Wave does so much damage. And now the Anti-Mage, he's trying to do the work. Death Ward comes in by the Witch Doctor. Luina goes down. The Invoker already down. And now the Anti-Mage looking for some return kills. Charge onto the Darkseer. Darkseer in trouble. The Queen of Pain could try to get away. She's going to blink forward. Anti-Mage goes for it as well. There's a Paralyzing Cast. Gonna proc that Lincoln's. And now the Ember Spirit going on to the Witch Doctor. Anti-Mage trying to do some work. Killing the Tusk. Mana Void on him. Triple kill for the Anti-Mage. This Anti-Mage pretty strong. And he's just gonna go in on that tower. 4 to 5 structures having to be used. And Anti-Mage can easily take out that tower. Necro 3 comes through. Queen of Pain gonna get yelled at. Doesn't have that Lincoln's right now and will go down. Anti-Mage takes her out. And Ember Spirit continues to do the harass, but the first set of racks gonna go down. And Anti-Mage immediately goes for mid.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under
Lightstrike Array gonna go on to the Anti-Mage, but he uses the Manta style and leaves the Manta Illusions in mid. And now Anti-Mage goes for top. TP in by the Darkseer. He's just going to go right for the Darkseer. Vacuum going to get used. Darkseer losing pretty much everything. Board comes through. Buyback by the Queen of Pain. Lightstrike Array. And the Luna doing some damage, but the Anti-Mage, he's fine. He's trying to get out. He's not gonna... Oh, big bash onto the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit goes down. Terrence almost down as well. Oh, he's gonna blink away. Will he get out? The answer is no. Scream hits him in the back. The Darkseer almost down. Will get hit by the Tornado. He goes to the death. But the Invoker gonna buy back. The Anti-Mage, with a lot of gold, could buy back as well. But he's just going to choose to remain dead for a little bit. 2 racks go down, and some damage to that tier 3 tower. TShow pretty close to the Mega Creeps and winning this game. There was a big advantage going to Katudu there, but okay, TShow, they actually lengthened their lead. Even with the buybacks of Katudu. Roshan gonna go down. And eventually the Invoker gonna take that Aegis once again. Anti-Mage respawning in 50 seconds. Witch Doctor picks up a Mask of Madness. Interesting. Not something you generally see on a Witch Doctor. Maybe TShow are just screwing around a little bit here. Spirit Breaker gonna charge top towards that Ember Spirit, who remnants back to base.
Dire's top tower is under
The Invoker uses the Shiva's Guard, goes in here, could get caught out. The chain's gonna miss by the Ember Spirit, and the Tornado going to hit on a couple.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Invoker gets the cold snap onto the Queen of Pain, but she's just going to... just kidding. That's the Invoker Yules through the cold snap. This Anti-Mage extremely farmed. He's going to have an Abyssal Blade now, as the rest of TShow trying to push in top. Invoker throws down the Tornado in the bottom lane, clearing out the creeps. He is at level 21 right now, almost at that level 25 dream. Invoker gonna get snared up here. Has that Aegis available, but he is taking so much damage. Laguna Blade gonna finish him off, but the Lina goes down. Wall gonna get dropped by the Darkseer. It's only onto the Anti-Mage though, and the Beastmaster Roar gets used on the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit in trouble, does go down, doesn't have buyback, and that's probably gonna be TShow taking it. The Queen of Pain gets away for just a moment. The Anti-Mage inside the base. GG is going to get called. Ultra kill for the Anti-Mage. And TShow pretty dominant through this round of 32 victory over Katudu.
Dire victory.
In the end, the big combo of the Invoker and the Anti-Mage take it over Katudu, and TShow move on to the round of 16 in the Americas qualifier, to the Shanghai Major.